Yes, people, welcome to another episode, another Love Island recap show. Our first midweek one, our first Wednesday one in quite a few weeks, like it's just been mad busy recently. It's only going to be a short one today though, because obviously the show starts in less than an hour, and the Wednesday one's always a short one anyway. But I'm joined today. We'll be joined by Jan City in about 10 minutes, but I'm joined by, you've seen him on this channel quite a few times now, always on Sarcasm City podcast. Liverpool fan, so gets extra points with me. Mad cool guy as well. Man like Mons, how you doing, bro?
Appreciate you, bro, for having me on. First of all,
Anytime, bro.
I'm doing all right, man. I'm just ready to spit some truth. I've been holding in a lot of steam when it comes to Love Island. So, now I can actually have somewhere I can just blow off the steam because, yeah, man, a
Get
lot of stuff
whatever
to
off your
cover.
chest, bro. Whatever off your chest. Go on.
You know
Like,
what I'm
yeah, I mean,
saying?
also people remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Share it across your socials. Join the membership as well. The link can be found under the description. And yeah, get your questions in the comments as well. And yeah, we'll get started, man. Go on, so. Obviously, this is the first time we've actually had you on the Love Island show.
Mm,
It's a shame it's towards the end as well, because it would have been good to have you on
yeah,
from like the start as well, man.
especially during the Faye meltdown. Yeah,
Which fame out
yeah,
all last week.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you had some stuff to say about that. Go on, if you want to get it off your chest, go ahead, bro.
I'd listen. Well, what's done is done in terms of like, because I guess she's acknowledged what she's done. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? But I feel like she sort of got away with murder in my eyes because when you belittle someone that much and you speak that way, and even though it's a reaction to someone's action, I just don't understand the double standards. Like, and not just the double standards with Faye, just with everyone else. Like, I love Toby in it, but Toby's been through how many women right now and is happy and getting along with things. Liam has outright lied, mingled, tingled, done everything he
yeah,
needs to
did
do,
every
and he's back in the game. He's serving Swift. And then Teddy, so much as admits he had a sexual attraction with Clarice, let's be honest, who wouldn't have a
yeah,
sexual
I
attraction to
get you still,
Clarice?
yeah.
And all of a sudden all hell breaks loose. That's not even something that he didn't actually that's not something he actually needed to say. Like, he spoke with her for half a day, he pied her technically, and that's why she was even interested in Tyler to begin with. Like, why wasn't that taken into consideration? Do you know what I mean?
I
So
mean,
the
yeah,
no,
I get
go on,
what you
bro.
mean, bro, because you know what it is with Faye? I've just never liked Faye from the start, innit? I feel like she's always one who's kind of takes it too far, man. Always, she's always looking for the drama, and it's like, first of all, I just don't like her lips for starters, in it. Like,
47 layers of lip filler.
oh, 47. Yeah, I thought it'd be more than that, to be fair. Oh, it's mad, It's mad. Every time I see them, they get like worse as well, It's mad.
it's
But it's like,
no, go on.
it's even little things she's done in the, like, I remember in like the first kind of week do you remember when Chloe came in the first few days? And
Mm,
she was making all these like snide little comments. Remember, Faye? Like, yeah. And it's
yeah,
then remember when she put her finger up at like Liam and the boys as she walked past that time? Like, this was like last couple of weeks or something.
yeah. When she
Yeah, it's
just
like
all
she
these
does all these
childish.
little things, and it's like it's so childish and immature. I'm actually shocked, that she stayed in after the last dumping.
It's because of the timing of the vote, and it like they opened basically the voting lines when Kaz was just doing her
Kaz was
stupidness,
yeah.
and
I
then
get what you were saying.
that's I think why I think when Faye had her meltdown, that was literally the next day that they
Yeah.
had to go on the cruise, that they went on the cruise and stuff. So, but I just, but and it's just so funny how she's so adamant that Teddy is hurt her. She's so adamant about it, but I feel like she's only adamant because she was strong and wrong. Because especially just before that, when her video come out, I'm pretty sure she didn't tell Teddy every single detail of what she spoke about and what happened with my man that had to leave. Do you know what I mean? I've got his name,
It's
but
Sam, wasn't it?
Sam, I think
Yeah.
his name was. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
especially the way she was chatting, and obviously, and what about saying how when Teddy's not funny and all that stuff? You tell him about that? Not really. Do you know what I mean? Having all these second thoughts because you have your barriers. Like, she just projects all her previous relationship insecurities onto this man, and he don't deserve it. And to be fair, she needs to go away and do some healing. She needs to go and heal. Like, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? I feel sorry for her, in my opinion. Sorry for her.
It's just a weird one with her. It's like I don't know what to think of. I
Just needs
just
to
don't
go
like.
and heal, bro. She needs to heal. Some
It's
girls need
like
to heal.
I'm just so shocked they kept her in because the amount of complaints that got sent in as well about her, and
Mm.
it's like people getting into trouble and therefore kind of a lot less than what she did. It's the way she like speaking to Dale and these guys as well.
Yeah,
Like,
she was
not
going at
she was
anyone.
going mad. She was
Like,
moving mad in there that night. And it's like, I actually thought that whether or not she wouldn't get the least amount of votes, the producers might fix it a little bit. Instead of kicking her out, they might fix it to like make it out like she's had the least amount of votes and try and get her dumped that way. But obviously, I was shocked
mm,
that like she wasn't in the final three least votes, the other day. Like, I'm still shocked about that, to be fair.
yeah, it's just the timing. That's what I mean. Whenever
Yeah.
Kaz does something wrong, the votes it's the next day. Like, well, the votes open the next day. But again, with Faye, do you know what it is though with Faye? And you got to think about it from the producer's point of view. Faye's bringing in views. I guarantee that episode when Faye lost her shit was probably one of the most viewed episodes this season, easily.
Oh, it's 100%,
Yeah, he's. Do
100%.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So as much as you want her off the island, we all wanted to see Faye go into a meltdown. We all wanted to see it. Maybe not at Teddy's expense, but we all wanted to see that. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? When we got the preview, he was like, "Ooh." Do you know what I mean? When we got that, so I'm saying, bring on the lie detector, bring it in, bring it here. That's what
Oh,
I'm
they
ready
got
for.
rid of that though, didn't they? Like they haven't had that in the last few seasons.
Yeah, they got to bring back the lie detector because right now I feel like Love Island's kind of gone into that shell of cringiness. Like, even when Faye and Teddy were having their talk, like, I don't know if Teddy just loves lip fillers. I don't know what he loves, but like when they were having their chat, the way everyone was just like ready to, everyone was just like this, all looking. I think didn't you find that awkward the way everyone was just staring while they were having their chat like this? I was
It
thinking,
was a bit like,
and then they
yeah,
jumped in the pool afterwards when they kissed. I'm thinking, is this High School Musical?
it's serious as well. It's
You
like,
lot are
yeah,
grown people.
I know,
Like
man. It's
I
just,
said, where like I need some of my previous kings from the previous seasons to just be sitting there like, are you serious? Like, are you honestly? What's the guy that nearly lost his eye with the bottle cap? What's his
oh,
name?
Theo,
Theo. Where is King Theo? King
King.
Theo, first of his name. Like, I
Man
need
still,
more
man still remembers
Theos.
that recoupling from that season.
Oh, 100%. Legendary moment, isn't it? There's certain
That's a
things.
legendary moment. That's the best recoupling there's ever been in Love Island. Still, that was
Could
insane.
do
I'll
you know
always remember
because he
that
said
one.
the truth, because he actually said the truth. Well, if you loved him so much, then why didn't you leave him? Like, because literally the next year when Michael done it with who's the darling, beautiful
Oh,
darling,
Joanna or
Joanna. Yeah,
Amber.
when Michael didn't leave with Joanna, like Joanna like made it this whole thing that he should have left with her, and I agree as well. They maybe should have left with her,
He
but
should have
like
left with that. He should
hundred
have left
percent,
with her still.
like Joanna was a sweet one, and he's clearly like.
Joanna's my favorite from Girl Life.
Do you know what
She's
I'm
something
saying?
else, man.
Like I think yeah, she's definitely up there, probably top three, top three,
Yeah,
top five for like of like all time Love Island.
yeah.
But like, so why is it when Theo done it, that was Public Enemy? I don't get it.
It's just
Different cast, different dynamic.
different.
I don't know.
But what do you think of the season as a whole, like, and the people in it, like, so far? Like, for
Mm.
example, who's been like your favorite boy and girl, and least favorite boy and girl?
My favorite's got to be right now. It's got to be Toby in it. Like,
Oh, that's everyone's
it's
like
got
that.
to be Toby, just
Toby's
because
the goat.
like
He's
seeing
actually,
him grow the way he's grown is just like it's just good to see. Do you know what I mean? And I love as much as the way Chloe speaks. Just generally, like she's got a permanent cold, but like
I'm
she,
actually starting to warm to Chloe a bit.
yeah, like her playing the little, oh yeah, I want to get to know him as a joke. That was gold. That was golden because he did deserve that. Let's be honest. As much as we love Toby, he deserved that.
Yeah.
He
No,
deserved
he
that,
does.
man.
But I love
Hundred
Toby
percent.
so much, man.
100, man. He's actually the guy, man. But in terms of favorite girl, now listen, are we talking favorite girl as in my personal favorite girl? Are we talking just like looks wise, or like, do you know what I mean? Because
When you
there's
go
my
for both,
favorite looking girl,
why do you
and
go for
then
both, man? If you have
all right,
different answers, just say both.
yeah, it's different answers. So my favorite looking girl is Clarice, hands down, like hands down. But she was a bit dry in it, so like I can't say she's my favorite girl
Yeah.
in general. I don't want to say she was dry. I feel like she just put all her eggs in one basket after getting sort of half pied by Teddy, and it just didn't work. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and she took the rejection really badly, really, really badly. And in terms of my favorite girl in general, it's crazy because before the meltdown, I was gonna say Faye, and I'll tell you why. Because even though Faye is just rude, but she's just out with it. Like she's just out with it. She just talks her talk and says it how it is. It's only
She
because
says
there's
what's on
no
her
one,
mind.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's no one else in there that does that. So it makes Faye look even more crazy. When she's not that crazy, there's just no one on her level of confrontation. No one in that. There's no one in that villa. When
No,
she
no
had a
one. Yeah.
meltdown, no one fought to grab her. None of the girls fought to grab her and go, darling, like relax, like you're moving mad now, like
Yeah, that was mad
do
as
you know what
well.
I'm
Like,
saying?
yeah.
Everyone's just like this. Millie's all making faces. I'm like, do you know what I mean? Like even when Millie last episode was saying, do you not feel like you did handle it a little bit wrong? Like just
Yeah.
tell her tiptoeing in eggshells. Like tell her, darling, you flipped your lid. Don't do that again. Like you made a meal of yourself. Just be
Yeah.
out with it. Like so, I can't really say Faye now because of the way that again that was just not on. I'm probably gonna say, oh, it's hard, but I'm probably gonna go. Do you know what? It's difficult, bro. It's difficult in terms of just my favorite girl so far. I really am warming to Mary because the fact that we're seeing more of her.
There's more airtime for her. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
we're seeing more of her. I'm stuck between Chloe. I'm stuck between Chloe and Mary, to be fair. But I think Chloe's probably going to edge it for me because of just like she's got so much stuff I don't like about her. Yeah, I still got time for Chloe. I've got time today
Yeah,
for
see, you
Chloe.
know what it was? I
Like,
used to hate Chloe, Like, I used to
mm,
just hate her, bro. But then suddenly over the last couple of weeks, I don't know, just like she's actually funny, at times.
she
Like
is,
I'm
she
actually like
is.
warming to her. She's not actually a bad person. And I liked how, when she recoupled with Toby the
Mm,
other week and she was like, if you do this again, it's completely finished. I like how she said that in her
mm.
recoupling speech. I really like that. And I'm starting to warm to her. But who's your least favorite actually out of least favorite boy and least favorite girl?
Least favorite boy, probably, probably Liam.
Do you not like him?
It's not that I don't like him. I think brother's just dry. I feel like the only good thing about him is his accent. Like, do you know what I mean? Brother's just dry. Like, do you know what I
He
mean? Like,
is. He is.
I think I saw the most personality of him in that Greek gods game. That's the loudest I've heard him shout. Do you know what I
Oh yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm all when
Obviously,
he did that poem to that was the most I've seen him speak as well. That
yeah,
poem for the
like
other week.
like I get it. Obviously, you're 6'6", you're chiseled like a god. So obviously, like, well, no, I won't say chiseled like a god. That's King Adam. Adam was the Greek god. But I get it, he's 6'6", so all he has to do is probably just sit there and smile. But like, bro, obviously we don't see everything off air. We're only exposed to certain things. But Liam's just dry at times, man. Just dry, too dry
Yeah,
for my liking. Like I think out of all the man them have banter to a certain level. But yeah, Liam, and then maybe followed by Jake. But
I'm
like
starting to
Jake,
I dislike Jake a lot now.
you know what I mean? But
A lot.
Jake, like, but I feel like I get on with Jake, even though I dislike him by watching him. I know I'd get on with him. I know it's crazy, but I know I'd get on with him in it. So that's why I went for Liam instead of Jake.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Still, it's like I don't know with at Liam. I don't really mind to be fair. Like he's all right in it. He's an all right. He's not a bad guy, and I like. What I liked about it is you could tell how much he does really like Millie. He made a mistake in
100.
Catherine Moore, but like you can really see how much he genuinely likes her, and he's
Mm.
got her back, which is and Millie's my favorite girl in the villa. In it, like
Oh, you think?
I think she's really good looking, and she's got a really nice personality as well, Millie. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in terms of ooh,
I'd even say least favorite girl. Who's your least favorite girl? I'm gonna ask you. Who's your least favorite girl?
oh, you know what? I would have said Faye, but I'm really starting to get annoyed by Kaz.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to Kaz in it
Get to
because
Kaz, man.
Kaz used to be like maybe not my favorite girl, but she was definitely like top
She was
three.
up there, innit? Yeah, she was
She
always
was
up
up
there.
there. Like I liked. She was
And her
very pretty.
body,
I
by
liked
the
her
way, can
vibe.
we just pay homage to her body? Is unbelievable.
Oh,
Like
her
Kaz's
body
body is fire. Like, and
phenomenal.
I actually believe her. Some people don't believe her in the fact that it's all natural. I generally think it's all natural. Like she has amazing shape. Like,
She does.
yeah. But
But it's
yeah,
like, and she was a really good vibe. She was a really nice person at the beginning, but now she just, I don't
mm,
know what it is. She's just
bit
getting
forced.
a bit of attitude and a bit of like,
Mm,
oh, I don't know. It's just getting a bit annoying now with her. To be fair, I don't know. Still, it's like,
yeah.
and it showed because she was voted in the last three the other
Hmm.
day. It's like people are actually starting to like kind of grow less fond of her. Like all of a
Yeah.
sudden, and yeah, man, it's just yeah. Kaz annoys me. Who else? Faye, obviously, but Faye, like you said, Faye can actually be like funny with it as well.
But
She
yeah,
brings.
Faye's the only thing that brings the views, I'll be honest. She's the only one that brings the views.
Oh, do
Like,
you know who I did hate? Hugo. Hugo. I hated Hugo.
oh gosh, Hugo. Hugo is just a terrible Dr. Alex. I'm not having it. Dr. Alex shits all over Hugo, man. I can't. I can't
Oh, Dr. Alex.
honestly, like Hugo, when he said the job done line, I was almost getting when Dr. Alex was it the Lambo or the Ferrari, whatever he was driving with Alexandra a couple seasons back. Like like Amy was actually is Amy her name? Is Amy
Amy.
Amy was actually sweet, you know. Like I was
Yeah, she was very good looking.
at first I didn't really rate her, but at face value. But then I was, you know, when you stare at someone and go, "You're actually paying." I can't
Yeah, yeah.
I had to understand it. Like, yeah, I hold my hands up. You're actually paying, and she was to me seemed like a really nice girl who wasn't even asking for too much. She wasn't asking for much, you know.
Nah,
Do you know
she
what I
wasn't.
mean?
She wasn't.
Like,
And have you seen all the feud between them? Oh, big
I
up
need to watch it.
Yancey in the building.
Hi.
How
Have
we doing, man?
you
Yeah.
two met? Do we need to? Have you two met before? Like,
Not directly, I don't believe so, but nice to meet you. How we doing?
Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, fine, thanks.
Cheers for having me on, man. Cheers for having me on. But
yeah,
yeah, go on.
anytime, bro, anytime. Yeah, what were you saying again? Was it about oh, what's her name?
Priya.
Nah, not Priya. Who were we talking
Oh,
about
what we just
still?
talking about now? Hugo and Amy.
Oh, Hugo and Amy, because they still
Yeah,
got a feud going on. It's like
I
because they
actually,
showed
yeah. I
After
go
Sun
on.
showed them going on a date together, a short date,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like it wasn't good in it. And then they
Mm-hmm.
had like they brought them on again on After Sun in like two separate kind of thingies, and it was like yeah, it's they're never going to be friends. Let's just say that. And it's like,
Yeah,
bro, Hugo's just terrible with women. I know Yan don't like Hugo either. Like,
he is cringe city. I mean, I haven't actually watched that After Sun episode. I'm gonna watch it. I'm probably
yeah,
gonna watch it after today's episode. But yeah, like if it wasn't for, well, he definitely would have been the least favorite, like for
oh,
me, because
definitely,
like as I said, Amy for me could have done so much better out of all the options she had, and she gave Donnie a chance, and you know when you bite the hand that feeds you, like it's just like with his barren run, when it's with his terrible run of women, how dare you treat not and I'm not gonna say he treated her bad, but how can you just move like that confident
yeah.
after the run you've had? Do you know what I mean? Where's that confidence coming from? You're not like Dr. Alex. I'm sorry, I hate making this comparison, but you see, Dr. Alex, Dr. Alex is a doctor. You can't chat to him. Game
Yeah.
or no game, he's a doctor. You can't chat to him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Hugo was, I'm sorry, I can't, man. I can't. The one
You know,
liners,
do you
oh
know that
man.
kiss with Hugo and Amy where he said job done? You know, it took them
Yeah.
about 5 times to film that. I'm not even joking. I heard it took them 5 times to film it, and maybe that's why he said job done.
Either way, man. Either way. And the worst thing is, when he done it, he didn't even look at her. He was just basking in his own glory. He was just chilling in his own glory. It was ridiculous, ridiculous. But I don't know who my what was it worst? Was it worst girl or worst
Well,
boy?
least favorite
Oh,
boy
I
and
said Liam as my least favorite boy. Yeah, least
our
favorite
least
girl.
favorite girl.
I'm gonna go with. You know, if I go for Kaz, people are gonna come for me. You know.
Well, I've said Kaz, bro. At the moment, Kaz is the one annoying me a
Yeah,
lot.
right now, Kaz is just. Do you know what? But my least favorite girl right now is Kaz, but not even because of like how she's been. It's her. It's because she's such a yes man. Like she's a yes man, and the standards, the double standards for me throughout her time at the Villa, little things have annoyed me. But I do really like the way she carries herself, though. Like I love the way she carries herself. But when it comes to being a friend with certain girls, I can know so many girls that I know be like, I don't want to be friends with Kaz because she don't know how to tell her friend no.
Yeah, I
Like,
get what you mean. So
do you
it's
know what I
like,
mean? It's not a good friend
yeah,
to me. Do you know what I
um,
mean?
yeah. I'm trying to think of. other things that have happened. So obviously he's been Millie and Liam getting back together. They're obviously all like what they were before now, innit? Like it didn't really take. She was saying, "Oh, it's going to take a long time for him to like get back in my good books." It didn't take
Yeah, yeah,
long at all, really. To be fair, that poem did the job, and then just got closer ever since. What other couples are there at the moment? Aaron and Mary. That seems a nice couple at the moment, in my opinion. Like
it's good, but like they didn't really have any other options. So it's just like there's no
that's true.
suspense, no competition. Just 1 + 1 = 2. Like I could read that in like the Sun magazine. I'll get the same response of me seeing it on the screen. I'm sorry, like, do you know what I mean?
But I think the big thing tonight is they're doing a recoupling, and it's that new. And I think whichever boy is left single is going to get dumped. So
Yeah.
it's probably either going to be that Matthew or the new guy that literally
No,
just
it'll
came
be
in.
no. Because the guy is new, the guy will pick first.
No, but I think it's
Yeah.
the girls that pick the boys.
Yeah, but then obviously the new guy would just go, so he can't be voted
Yeah, but
out.
they've done that already. To be fair,
So no one's going home then, because that's
didn't they do that
no
with
one's
Chubbs
single,
though?
isn't it?
They
Huh?
literally got rid of him after like one day.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
they're not gonna get rid of him straight away. They're not. It'll be either the boys pick or the girls will pick, and he stays in regardless. So it'll be pointless.
Donny
If
should
that
just say,
happens, then it'll be Matthew that goes, innit? You think?
yeah. I
What do
think
you think?
Yeah, but
I-
no, because Fingy will pick Matthew. They're all coupled. They're all coupled up.
Yeah, but I
There's
think that
no
new
point.
guy's gonna go for Priya.
Yeah, he might. If he picks first, then he might.
what's your opinions on Priya, guys? Just wanna.
I neither
What's
like or dislike her. She's one of those. Just a bit like she's
I
there,
get
innit?
the vibes I get ticket inspector vibes from her. I don't know what it is. Like I don't know I just get certain
Go on.
vibes.
People just say she's like a Tory, isn't she?
Yeah, because she's proper. Like the vibes I get from Priya is mad. Like she's to be fair, she's not even a bad looking girl. To be honest, I think
Yeah,
She's
she's
good
actually pretty
looking,
good. She's a good looking girl, isn't it? But I don't know. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it. But something about it is just yeah, it is Boris Johnson vibes. It is. Boris Johnson
no,
vibes.
Boris Johnson's her celebrity crush.
Nah.
Yeah.
Fancies him.
So,
She
yeah,
likes
she did
his
say that.
hair, apparently.
Oh,
It's mad,
That-
isn't it?
that's mad.
It's
Ugh,
mad.
it's disgusting.
But I
Oh,
can tell she carries herself very well. She's very well put together. I do respect that side.
I think she's a
You know
nurse.
where
Isn't
she sleeps?
Hmm?
She sleeps like that.
Yeah, she's
She's funny.
that was mad. Oh, also, did you guys see what was going on under the sheets? The madness was going on in when they do the little night cams.
Yeah.
They skipped out on that, like that was graphic. Sorry, that was actually a bit graphic. I'll be honest. Like,
I mean, this doesn't beat like the first. Who was the couple who they actually filmed doing it in like the first 1 or 2 seasons? Was it?
They always
Can't
film
remember.
like sex.
No, but there was one that was actually like really,
Yeah.
really graphic.
Mm.
But I forgot which couple it was. Still, oh, someone in the comments put it in if you know in it. Like,
All I know is it was definitely Chloe's cheeks getting clapped. I don't think it was Millie.
Definitely, though.
Yeah, Millie and Liam were doing bits, you can tell, but yeah, it was like, the way they was laughing with each other by the beach beds. I was like, yeah, you sly dog, you dirty little dog. It's funny. It's
like-
funny. But go
thing
on.
is, who do you think? Because I don't think Jake and Liberty, they were everyone's pick to win it, but I don't think they win it now just because people don't like Jake.
I think
Yeah,
it depends, because I think the favourite girl used to be Kaz, but now it's
but now
Millie.
she's not either.
So I think Millie's the
Yeah.
favourite girl now. So it's whether people forgive Liam for what he did
Yeah.
or not. Because if they forgive Liam, they might win it. It's not
You know
going
what
to
else
be
I tried?
Tuesday.
Toby and Chloe. But then Toby will probably go into a girl in the next week.
King's nah.
They could
Toby's
win
got
it,
tunnel
but
vision.
Toby's quite liked now because everyone's saying. Because the thing is,
Toby's everyone's favourite.
what they're saying with Toby is he's not doing it to be nasty. He's just lost, basically. Do you know what I
He's just
mean?
lost. Yeah, it's facts.
I think that's
Like
what they're saying.
that doesn't make it right, but it's like when you see him grow and when you see him make the right decisions, it makes it that much more wholesome
Yeah.
to see. Do you know what I mean? What's you guys' opinion on like Kaz and Matt? I know I'm going back to it, but I feel like I was one of the only ones who thought the way he spoke to her was absolutely fine. Because she, like, just looking at it from Matt's point of view
Yeah.
with the whole Tyler thing, it's literally like she strung him along on the jealousy sort of thing, and then was just temporary bed rest.
I
Only,
mean,
you know, like that's what it seemed like to me. I'm
I
not saying
don't
she
know.
used him on
When I
purpose.
saw,
Go on.
I get what you mean. When I saw him speak to her, I didn't really think he did anything wrong in speaking to her. I think she at the time, she was kind of like pissed off with Tyler as well in terms of did she even know where her head was at that time? It was a
But
weird one
that's
with
what
her.
I'm
That's when I actually
saying.
started to like strongly dislike her.
But that's like when Matt wasn't being told that directly. Do you know what I mean? Tyler come back to the boys and so this is the issue. The door's slightly wide open. And then
Yeah, slightly ajar.
Matt's like, huh? After you just chose me to recouple yesterday. Huh? You're right. Like, and also she didn't all she had to do was be honest with Matt, like, listen, the door's slightly still open with Tyler, but I do really want to get to know you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, Matt and obviously Clarice being in similar positions, no one really wants to be anyone's second choice. And Matt was like, cool, like I'm here for it. But like, you know, I'm starting to feel like a mug now. I'm starting to feel like a bit of an idiot. Like, you know what I mean? And I think Clarice was a lot better in instantly to kind of just, in fact, maybe not, because Clarice was actually all the way until Tyler did break it down to her, like she was still kind of willing to be there. So I don't know. I just think Tyler and Kaz, the way they went about things, the way it was just the expense of Clarice and Matt, and I just don't think that was very fair.
By the way, did any of you with Clarice remember when she was talking to Tyler just before she went the other week and was like, oh, she took her heels off, she went, oh, and kind of done. Did anyone else think she was just leaving the show then, like herself?
Yeah, for a hot second, yeah.
She looked like she was gonna go,
Yeah, because I tweeted saying, well, hang on, has Clarice just gone? Has she just like quit the show?
When she got voted out that night anyway, didn't she?
I mean, she got voted out that night anyway, but I genuinely thought she'd literally quit the show that second. Like, it was mad. But
I think, like, with her, like, she's used to, because I think if you date a Premier League footballer, it's very different to dating, like, just regular guys.
Alex Iwobi.
So, yeah, if you date someone like that and then you go into Love Island and some guy is trying to tell you, oh, it's between you and another, some lawyer is trying to tell you it's between you and another girl, I don't think you're going to be that forced to kind of, you know, beg you to pick you. Do you know what I mean? So, obviously, she's on the show, but she's known a little bit more anyway. Like, I knew who she was. The minute I saw her, I was like, oh, that's Iwobi's ex.
Oh, did you already know?
Yeah, because the thing is, I never liked her when she was dating Iwobi, right? Because every time he used to post like a picture and he'd be like out with the boys and he'd have a video and it would be a whole table like at Nando's of boys and she'd be at the end. And I'd be like, why are you there? It's clearly a boys' night out. Why are you there? Like, if my boyfriend says he's going out with the lads, that doesn't include me. If they're going to football, yeah, I'll go. But, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why are you inviting yourself every single time? So she obviously didn't trust him or whatever, but yeah, it was a mess. I didn't like her for that reason. So yeah, when I saw her, I was just like, there. But, you know, she was all right in there. But then when she came out, she was like, he would have picked me over Kaz. And it's just like, well, clearly not. So
wait, is that what she said?
So she said something like that. I saw, like, she said, I think she must have said it on like one of the shows that they do.
The After Sun, was it After Sun?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
what's it on After Sun? I don't even know still. Like,
I mean, I love Clarice for her looks, but as I said, she's just a bit dry for me. Like, I don't know.
I don't think she got much. Do you think she got much airtime though when she was in there?
In Casa Amor, she definitely got airtime.
In Casa Amor, she did.
But I feel like do you know what? I feel like the technique she was using to graph man was a technique that she's never have to use in real life. Because I guarantee you, men happily grovel for her, like unlimited. Like she could probably get any guy she wants. Do you know what I mean? Before her Love Island clout, she as Yan said, she was already known. As I said, she's already seen big money, Like, there's no one on there that can show her money. She's seen all
Oh
that.
yeah.
So what can you really offer her that's different? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so I don't feel like she probably had no issues coming off the show, especially when the one guy she had some interest in didn't show her, or chose Kaz over her. And on top of that, I feel like she would have had an interest in Teddy. I think Teddy was definitely her first choice, actually. Definitely her
Yeah,
first choice.
100%, 100%.
Yeah.
But I think Teddy would have been good for someone like her, just because
Yeah.
Teddy's like sort of calmness and his matureness definitely would have, you know, shown her a different light to maybe the average man maybe that we've seen her date in the past. Do you know what I mean? Not saying Alex Iwobi's not suited for her, but
Yeah.
like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So yeah.
One question I wanted to ask you guys is, so obviously we're approaching the end of Love Island. It's probably going to end like next week or the week after. I'm not sure, but who? So obviously you got couples there like Libby and Jake. I wanted to go through each couple and think, if providing they obviously end the season as a couple, how long do you think they last together in the outside world on a long-term basis? Do you get what I mean? Or do you think they kind of split maybe like a month or two after? Do you get what I mean? So I'll start with Liberty and Jake. Do you think they last long-term in the outside world?
Go on, and you can
I think
have this one.
I think they get on well and stuff.
Mm.
I think the problem they're gonna have is like we saw in that video when he went to Casa Amor, and he was very much like, it's a lad's holiday. If I don't have a girlfriend, this, that, and the other. And it's like, I feel like he might be one of them guys that will do what he can get away with. And the problem with that is, you know, when you're in the outside world, if she says, oh, I'm going to Florida with my friends,
Yeah.
what's to say he's not going to see that as, oh, I'm on a break? You know what I mean? Like he does give off them kind of vibe. The way he was kind of pushing everyone else to kind of sleep in the bed and stuff like that. I'm just
Man
thinking,
just had the 50K in his mind.
yeah, I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong, he probably likes her, but it's kind of like when you go on holiday and you have a holiday romance and like she's the girl for you, and then when you get home and girls, because bear in mind, when these guys get out, girls are going to start throwing themselves at him because
That's true, but what you have to remember is
so
it's so intense. They're literally together 24/7 in that villa, so it is actually really intense, and you can understand why people go so close to each other in there.
Yeah.
But Mons, what are your thoughts on Libby and Jake? Do you think they last long term on the outside?
I think they last long term. I'll tell you guys why. I just feel like as well as Jake goating other boys to go and do what you know, the wrong sort of thing. I still feel like at no point has he ever turned his head. He's never even, I don't think he's ever really looked at another girl. And I think he's always very honest as well. One thing I've noticed about Jake, I'm not really too keen on him, but as I said, I feel like I'd get on with him. And he's always sort of, listen, like when he weren't fully attracted to her initially, he was very outwards of it. Didn't lie about it, very outwards of it. When he said his head can be turned, he was outwards of it. Do you know what I mean? And he's allowed her, I feel like he's allowed her to grow on him so much that it's almost natural for him not to sort of look the other way. But of course, women are going to throw themselves at him when he gets out the villa and stuff. But I generally feel like the connection they have, and Liberty's like, she's lovely, man. I just feel like Liberty, like she's lovely in it. Like I just don't see.
You're a lovely girl, yeah.
I don't really see him hurting her.
yeah.
I feel like he's the type to just let her down in an honest way before he'd go and do something crazy. Do you know what I mean? But I don't really agree the way he's sort of like, you know, I think he's one of the guys where single, he's a dog. He's definitely a dog when he's single, but when he's in a relationship, I'm not trying to advocate for his actions. I don't feel like, as I said, I don't like, he's annoyed me, innit? Like, and also he's definitely one of them guys that when he gets caught, he don't really know how to explain himself. He went red like a tomato.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he went so red when all that happened.
Went so red, like literally, and he doesn't know how to. I feel like he's got issues when it comes to reassurance. Do you know what I mean? So like, even when Liberty, the whole video thing happened, he didn't really know how to reassure. All he had to say was, "I think you're stunning." Da 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 da. But he started it off with, "You're my girlfriend." Da 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 da. Like, I know what he means, so it's like it's self-explanatory. But you need to understand, not all women are made of titanium. Do you know what I mean? Then you need. They know, she knows that he thinks she's amazing, but She needs to hear it. Like, she just needs to hear it.
Yeah,
That's all it takes. So, but I think they're lasting long term.
yeah, fair enough. Liam and Millie, what about them? You don't think that lasts long term? I
Nah.
actually think I can see that lasting. I think there's more chance of that lasting long term than Jake and Liberty for some reason, you know.
I think both of them girls are sort of your long-term kind of partners. I
Yeah.
think both of them girls. I think it's the men that are a bit questionable, but you never know because a lot of people said that about Tommy and what's her name?
Molly May.
Yeah, Molly May, and then they've ended up together. You know, they'll probably
Oh
get
yeah,
married
that's proper
soon.
solid. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And on the show, it didn't come across like that. It came across like
I think it
he
came
really
across
liked
like
her,
that.
but she wasn't that fussed about. That's how it came across. Obviously.
With Tommy and Molly May,
Yeah,
I remember it came across like he loved
yeah,
her, but
yeah,
I felt she did like him a lot. But
Yeah.
maybe I did have that slight inkling that
yeah.
is she playing a little bit of a game? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But they weren't in all seriousness. Like fair
Yeah.
enough for a minute, but
But that's the thing. It depends on that. I think Millie is one of them that you take home to your mum and dad and be like, I'm going to marry
100%.
her. It's just whether he's too young for that kind of relationship. Because bear in
When
mind,
he's
he's
21.
You lot
21.
love off Millie, innit? You lot, everyone loves off Millie. I think she's dry as well, man.
I like Millie,
Sometimes-
man. I like Millie.
no. Good looking girl. Where she carries herself is fine. But I just think she's just like watching paint dry. I don't know if I'm just used to the previous seasons of Cast. I actually didn't watch Love Island last season. That's the only season I missed. But
Oh, the winter one.
yeah, I didn't actually watch the winter one. But like, I just think Millie is just a bit dry. I just think she's a bit dry. Like, what? Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, you take her home to your parents. So when your parents are gone, what are you gonna talk about?
Yeah.
What do I see her talking about? But maybe that's because Liam's dry. So I don't know. You know how I said Liam was dry earlier on?
Yeah,
in the
then it
episode?
kind of makes her
Yeah,
look
like,
yeah.
maybe that's why. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even when they went on their date, I felt like just fast forwarding it if I could. But
Nah,
I was
you know the worst. Do you know who that used to be like? Do you remember Ched and Jess?
Oh,
The
God,
winter
their
season.
kissing was horrendous.
Oh, they were dry,
He
man.
was putting his whole mouth. Oh, man.
He was so boring, that guy, though. Honestly, like I don't know why
There's-
she went for him.
But yeah, I don't see them lasting because you see Liam. Yeah, as I said, although Liam's it's like watching paint dry. At the end of the day, Donnie's like 6'5". The only thing that's good about him is his accent, but that's all he needs. That's all
Yeah,
Donnie
and
needs.
he's a good looking guy as
Yeah.
well.
All he needs. And then on top of that, with the Love Island clout, you think he's what's the darling's name that he was warming to?
Who? Oh, Lily.
Lily. Yeah. You think if Lily can possibly turn his head, unless he makes Millie his girlfriend before they leave. You think if Lily, because I thought Lily was media, I'll be honest. But if
She
she
weren't
can turn
great.
his
She
head,
weren't anything.
yeah,
amazing.
like you think some of the caliber of the girls that's gonna be on him. Like,
That's
I'm sorry, I'm not
true.
saying I'm not saying a leopard doesn't change his spots, and I feel like he has learned from his mistakes generally, but that man's head could be turned from what I've seen. I'm not saying I'm right about it, but that's just the way I've seen it.
He's gonna say when he comes out, he's gonna say, I'm only 21. You know, I've met you at the wrong time, all that cliche bullshit. And she's gonna go find a mature man, and he's gonna end up just messing about till he gets older. Because he's 21 and he's very, very attractive. So he is gonna have girls literally everywhere he goes. And he's already said, like, you know, he doesn't really care if people in relationships and stuff like that. So yeah, I think she's too mature for him in that way. I think it's all right in the house, you can get away with it, but I think in the real world, I'd be surprised if they don't struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that still. Oh, this is an interesting one. Faye and Teddy.
No. Hell no.
Absolutely not.
They could surprise
his
us.
sister or his brother that's fuming.
Oh,
He's
it was
one of
that
the
was
siblings that-
Toby. I think that was Toby's sister. Was it?
Oh, is
I
it
don't think that
Toby's
was Teddy.
sister?
I think
right.
it was Toby. Toby's sister had something to say, I remember. But yeah, Teddy and Faye, you don't think so?
They could surprise us. I'm not gonna lie, because you know what it is. Although we want to say straight away, like, yeah, they're not gonna last, whatever. Like King Teddy, let's just be honest. King Teddy is like let's be honest, what most women want in a man. Forget
Yeah.
the looks or whatever, what he looks like.
Yeah.
The way he carries himself is what
Oh, yeah.
most women
Yeah.
want in a man. And he's the perfect age for any woman to go, yeah, I'll take him. Cheers, thank you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So Faye is slowly realizing that.
Yeah.
She is slowly,
Yeah.
let's
She
like
is
it or not,
realising, yeah.
she's slowly realizing, yeah, he's a keeper. Can't lie, like
He's kind of
there's
brought
just-
out the soft side to Faye, hasn't he? recently?
yeah, like if anyone's gonna break down the titanium shell that circles her lip filler, it's gonna be Teddy. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna be Teddy. So, you know, like I feel like because Teddy's gonna carry that, and if Faye continues to sort of just understand and, you know, break down, lower her barriers bit by bit, because as I said, she needs to heal, man. Yeah, and I don't know what you think. I think Faye needs to heal, innit? She's someone who hasn't healed, you know, and she pushes her insecurities onto Teddy way too much.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I think they'll last. If
Okay.
yeah.
This is going to be a funny one. Toby and Chloe.
I don't know.
They're beating too much now. I don't think it's gonna last because they're beating too much now. Like he's got all the I feel like he's got everything he needs from Chloe, but obviously they get along and they laugh and that. But there's, as I said, I feel like Toby's gone, I want to take it slow, but we're seeing that straight away. That's all we're seeing from them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like they should have taken it a bit slower to sort of understand each other a bit more. And right now, I do feel like it's lust more than love.
Yeah, Toby's
Yeah.
just like...
Do you
Jan,
guys,
what are
I
your
don't know,
opinions on Toby?
I think Toby's like a kid in a sweet shop. He doesn't really know what he wants. I don't know if he's saying I'm learning from it. He's learning from it in the house. I think
but real world.
he's one of them, yeah. I think if he was in a club and all these hot girls were like on him, he'd be like grinning from ear to ear. I don't know. You never know with these
I love Toby
couples.
so much.
Because you know what, with these couples, you never know, because some of the ones that you think they're going to last don't, and vice versa. So I don't know. All of them could stay together. All of them could break up. Who knows? Because I remember a few years ago, you know, Danny Dyer's daughter.
Yeah, Danny Dyer, yeah.
They were going to be together because they were together from
Oh,
the
her
start.
and Jack, yeah.
Yeah, and they didn't last very long when they
They
came
didn't.
out.
I think did they last a year? It might have been a year, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
it was
they didn't
about a
last
year or something
too
like that.
long. So some of the couples that you think, oh yeah, they're going to last, they don't. And then others that you think they're not going to last, like Camilla and that guy, you know, the older guy, they're like married with kids.
Kids,
all that kind of stuff, yeah. But not that I thought they would break up, but their relationship was quite late on in the series, and you know they're still together. So I think it just depends. But I just think he's a little bit. I think a lot of these boys are going to come out and be like, "I'm too young to settle down," and then they'll want to go and live their best life, as they call it. So yeah, I think that might be what happens.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Still, it is like, I don't know, Toby and Chloe. It's just, I'd love to see how that works out on the outside. Wait, I'll bring my
Sorry
back
about
in.
that.
Yeah, it's cool. Oh wait, did it add it back? Wait,
No,
yeah, it's cool. Back in. Yeah, but Toby and Chloe's going to be a funny one still.
Yeah,
Kaz and Tyler.
Kaz and Tyler.
Apparently, somebody obviously on that, you know, that show that girl does, like the After Love Island show.
After
The
Sun.
black girl, I can't remember her name is.
Who? The presenter?
It's like a girl that does like, it's like a funny Love Island. It's not After Sun, but it's like a funny one. I think she streams.
Oh, is it on the Shade Borough?
I don't even know.
Is it called? Because I don't know. I saw that there was an interview with Mehdi and Salma.
Yeah, no, it's not that. I've seen that one, but I think I don't know what her name is, but she does like a funny show in it, and she has guests on and stuff. And they were saying that Tyler apparently doesn't date black girls. Like he never dates black girls. All of his exes are white.
Yeah, but let's not do that one.
No, I'm not. No, I'm just saying this is what. So a lot of the people that know him personally, I say my colleague, it's his friend's friend or something, so he knows him. But they're all saying they're shocked that he's gone for a black girl. So I'm not saying that means they're not gonna, you know, they're not gonna get together. But it's kind of like she's not his usual type. So it could be that when he gets out into the real world and people that are his type,
Yeah,
Try
Teddy
Yeah.
Cat.
because
I
we don't
mean-
know. Like he went in there saying he was going there for Kaz. He likes her vibe, stuff like that. The minute she wasn't in view, he'd cracked on her.
Release,
Like, it's
yeah.
not like he was a slow process. He was straight away like, oh yeah, let me.
But it was 4 days though.
So-
It was 4 days.
Yeah.
4
It's true.
days.
We'll
But
have to, like I say, we'll have to see in it. We'll have to see.
I think, as I said, maybe
Yeah.
the same can apply once you go black, you don't go back. So we never know. We actually don't know.
I am shocked
Yeah,
they
we
ended
don't
up getting
know.
back
We don't
together, to be fair. I am shocked at that. I just didn't think that would happen.
It's I don't know, man. Like, as I said, when on the outside world, things can change so fast. I even remember Josh and Kaz. I thought Josh and Kaz were like zooming to the moon. I thought they were zooming to the moon because they was one of my personal favorite couples. Because like if there's ever someone I've wanted to recouple on Kaz more, it was when Kaz walked in. Because I think Kaz is, for me, she's top 2 to ever be in the ever.
Joanna's my top one.
Yeah, like everyone
Joanna's
has
my
that top
top
one.
one.
For me, Kaz, well deep.
Oh,
Absolute well
look who's
deep.
joined.
What's good, family?
but yeah, man. And then obviously, who went and started dating her after being in the same picture? Theo, innit? Theo and Kaz happened.
Theo is like Tyler though. Do you not think they're like similar?
Blind, isn't he?
No, I think
They're like-
Theo's got
He had
no
the
filter.
champagne bottle accident. I
Yeah,
think.
he's got one eye.
No, his eyes back now.
Blind,
He's
Yeah.
that's all fixed now. That's crazy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he's better now. He was popping a bottle. His video, he's popping a bottle, and he's like, definitely gonna aim this away from me this time. So yeah, did you guys think that was a bit weird? The Theo and Kaz thing, like after like he was friends with Josh, like by the way, did he just shoot his shot after they broke up? Sort of thing. You think it might have just been one of them ones?
I think he might have just shoot a shot after. It's like kind of with Maura from season 5. Like she ended it with Curtis, but now she's up. But then she broke up with Curtis and then got together with Chris. Do you remember Chris, salmon guy? Remember the Chris guy?
They split up as well now.
Yeah, and they've split up now as well. Like Maura's on a madness,
Wait, Chris, what's his name again? Chris.
Maura can do what she wants.
You'll remember him when you see him. He used to do that weird salmon thing, diving into the pool. Like,
Do you know what I think it is though? Because like in certain circles, people kind of date. It's like the footballer circle. You tend to find girls that date footballers date more than one. And it's like once you go into them circles, you kind of date people in that. It used to be the same in my high school. Like in my high school, like a girl would date a guy, they break up, and then the next week he's with another girl who's her friend. And it's just that's kind of how it went. And like even the area, like the whole area where I grew up, that's what it was like. Like people date, like when people get a divorce, like my mum will know who's like one of my friends will be dating one of my other friends' dads. It's just weird. Like it's like a weird thing.
Yeah, that
And I
is
think
quite
Love
weird.
Island, because they're all at the same social events and they're all in that bubble. That's probably why they probably spend a lot of time together after the show. And I think they just move from one to another. But me personally, I think it's weird. But people do it.
So who was she first with again? I've forgotten now.
she was with Curtis.
She was with Curtis, and then
she broke it off with Curtis and went for Chris.
And weren't they like kind of friends only at one point? Though? That's why I'd never understood that.
Maura and Chris.
Yeah, like they were like friends.
In the villa, they were
Yeah,
friends.
in the villa, yeah. I think he went for her, but she friend zoned him. That might have been it. I might be wrong, to be fair, but yeah.
Sorry, it's just because I've obviously not been here though, yeah. Why go on with Teddy, man? Like
King Teddy. King Teddy.
I love Teddy, man.
King Teddy.
Teddy's
Like,
such a cool guy, man.
leave that girl alone, innit? That is toxic.
Bro, I'm still bitter he didn't pick Rachel when he first came in,
Me too, bro.
I know, you should have picked Rachel.
I still haven't gotten over that.
It's so annoying. I don't get it. I just don't understand
no.
what he wakes up in the morning and looks at and goes, yeah, bruv, that's me, innit? Like,
I don't know. It just didn't seem a compatible couple. That's the thing.
I know that beauty's in the eye of the beholder, innit? I get that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I don't know what man looks at and goes, yeah, bro, that is
It's
me.
the 47 layers of lip filler, bro. It's the 47 layers of lip filler. That titanium lip filler, he's breaking them layers down, man. Breaking it down.
Bro,
Is what
I
it
mean,
is. Oh, Love Island's
She's
just
one of
started,
them
by the way.
women though that when she's 40, she's gonna look about 60.
Oh, yeah,
trust.
she's
She's
not
gonna
going to age
look
well.
old quick. Like
she's the girl's 26. And
yeah.
she was lay on the
She was-
bed or on the couch talking about how, oh, if I get stressed, then that means wrinkles, and then I have to have more Botox. And I'm thinking, you're 26.
I love that,
Isn't
though.
it?
I can't lie. I love that. She's hilarious, though, man.
She's not hilarious. She's not
I think-
funny.
I
I don't
think
find
she's
her
fine,
funny.
man.
Do you know what it is? I don't find her funny. I don't find her funny because I don't like how rude she is. So then when she tries to be funny, I can't find it funny.
Yeah, it doesn't come across.
I see what you're like, innit? I see what you're actually like, and I see how rude you are. So then when you're trying to be like funny and like nice, I can't take you seriously.
Yeah. Because
You know what I mean?
you've seen the real her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just like you're not embarrassing me like that on national television.
Nah, no, man.
And then
Yeah.
I'm going back to you the next day.
Yeah.
Or someone like Priya comes in and I'm sitting there talking about, oh yeah.
She's
you
got
know,
him by the balls, innit? She's got him
my
by the
head
balls.
was
Yeah,
swimming.
that's why when you said that thing about, oh, she's not got me by the balls, I was thinking you have no balls because all she had to say is, I'm sorry. And then he was like, okay, cool. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Like, no.
I hear the Rachel talk, innit? But Rachel, for me, was just way too desperate at the age of 28, 29.
You leave Rachel alone, innit?
Nah, I
Sorry,
like
man.
Rachel.
The way,
What
Rachel
about
was putting it
Rachel?
on heavy.
Months-
Oh, Ben
She
Lindsay
needed to
loves
weave
Rachel.
back,
Months.
darling.
Months. Don't be coming on the Love Island thing, yeah, and talking smack about Rachel, innit? Like, we're not doing that, okay? We're not doing that. Leave Rachel alone, innit?
Nah, man, but Rachel, nah, bro.
Also, by the
Rachel
way,
is too much, man.
I'm going right now because Love Island just started.
Yeah, it's about to start.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's
just
about,
started.
we'll close out the show then. Should we close out the show
Are
then?
you guys doing
Yeah.
another one after, or is it wait till Friday sort of thing?
It's a Friday night when we do 2
Friday
weeks, so
night.
it's a Friday
I'm
night.
gonna
Yeah.
see y'all on
Because we got
Friday.
Q&A tonight, so we can't do it tonight.
Months, you better be back Friday.
Monch, you
see
better be
y'all
back
on
on Friday.
I will be. None
Friday's
of
the
that Rachel
best
support.
episode.
This isn't a Rachel support thing. Too much.
Oh, Jan, I'm gonna message you back about Friday. I've been working all day. I'm gonna message you back about Friday.
I see you ignore my messages. It's fine. It's cool.
No, I'm gonna
I'll just
message
save
you
your
back.
number as Faye in my phone.
Oh my god.
I'm saying. I'm sending you.
it from,
I'm
oh,
gonna-
really?
I'm gonna
Faye.
send you a Lucinda in my phone, innit? Oh really?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, guys, we will be back on Friday night. So yeah, make sure you tune in, guys.
Y'all be ready.
Oh, I can't wait for Friday night.
All right.